welcome back to the Citizen Channel, our player ratings. We look back at what ended up a little bit disappointing, wasn't it? Monaco 2, City 2, of course, match day 2 of the Champions League. I think that leaves us in the top 8 at least, but yeah, could have been a bit better, so a bit disappointing. So we'll do the player ratings. Simon Bajkowski, the Manchester Evening News, my own little thoughts, some Sofascore stats thrown in, which sort of back up some of the ratings. There's one or two little queries which I'll go through. Please, guys, if there's any audio lag, please forgive me. I'm away at the moment, so the internet connection isn't as reliable as back in old Blighty. So yes, I hope you enjoy anyway. Please hit that like button. It'd be great to have you on board if you're not subscribed already. And if you've got any hype points, a lot of you are doing it for me. Thank you very much. Any hype points to share on YouTube? Some people find the button, some people don't. But if you can spare us any hype points, that'll be wonderful. So thanks, guys. Right, so let's have a look. Let's start at the very beginning, shall we? Let's start at Donnarumma. Simon Bajkowski, the Manchester Evening News, said, could maybe have done better for the goal? Really? Anyway, and got a strange booking, but also produced some decent saves to keep City in front. Yeah, he scored him a 7. I don't particularly blame him for the goal. I don't think I've not gone back and re-watched it, but I saw it a few times. I have no idea how anyone can be booked for wasting time when it's 1-1 and we're chasing a game. I don't know how that happened, but loopy ref, of course, who made one or two dodgy decisions. We always think they're against us, don't we? But yeah, did get caught in no man's land for one as well, didn't he? That I think a half chance that could have gone in. So yeah, one excellent save though. I remember thinking that was a very, very good save. I think it may have been the second half. So one good save. I've given him a 6.5. I can't give him a 7. Say it was. I can't give him that. So I'll give him a 6.5. Simon's always a bit more generous than me, as you probably know if you watch these vlogs anyway. Let's have a look at his stats. He made one save, one punch out, one successful run out, one high claim. Made one save from inside the box. He had 20 touches with a 77% pass accuracy, 10 out of 13. Long balls, 1 accurate out of 3. Clearances, just the 1. On to John Stones. Well, playing right back allowed him to glide forward, said Simon, in a rarely seen since Istanbul. Happy days. I'm not far away, actually, from Istanbul myself. And he looked good doing it. Yeah, he's given him a 7. I'd have to agree with a 7. I don't think we ever need convincing about John Stones, do we? It's just that we know he'll be injured again very, very soon, unfortunately. But fingers crossed. You never know. He might go the rest of his career without an injury. Yeah, fat chance. Sofascore stats, 1 clearance, 1 interception. He won 1 out of 2 aerial duels. He lost possession 5 times, 84 touches with a 95% pass accuracy, 69 out of 73, and just 1 cross which wasn't accurate. On to Diaz, who was sort of quietish, wasn't he, which isn't always a bad thing. Simon said had to try to avoid being isolated on the counter, but marshalled the Monaco striker whenever he had to. Again, he's given him a 7. Again, I can't go quite that high. I've got him a 6.5. I thought he had a comfortable game with quiet. Interceptions, Sofascore 1, 2 tackles. He won 3 out of 5 ground duels. He won both his aerial duels. He lost possession just 3 times, 2 fouls, 111 touches with a 97% pass accuracy. That's 96 out of 99. Two long balls, 1 accurate, 1 dribble attempt successful out of 1. So yeah, that's fine. Gvardiol, a lovely ball for Haaland, said Simon, for the opening goal, and he compliments Diaz at the back. Yeah, let's give him a 7 again. I've been a bit not as gushing. I've given him a 6.5. I thought it was a good assist. I thought there was 1 or 2 lapses at the back though. Nothing punished, so it wasn't too bad. But I'm not sure what the old Cantona collar-up segment was all about. It happened in the first half accidentally, and then he must have got in at half-time, and his collar was still up when he came out for the second half. Then about 10 minutes into the second half, he decided to put it down. So did you not notice at half-time, or did everyone think he was kind of trying to bring out the inner Cantona? No, thank you. Anyway, I give him a 6.5. Simon gave him a 7. He had 1 assist. Expected assists is 0.43, so obviously that means he was better than this, so he did well. Clearances 3, 1 block shot, 2 total tackles. He dribbled past twice. He won 5 out of 7 ground duels, which is okay. 1 out of 2 aerial duels. Lost possession just 5 times. Was fouled once. 107 touches with a 97% pass accuracy. That's 90 out of 93. 1 key pass. 1 cross that wasn't accurate. He was accurate on 1 out of 3 long balls. He created 1 big chance, was shot He blocked one shot and dribble attempts 2 out of 2. So yeah, it was all right. Actually, I'm probably a bit mean there with 6.5, but I'll stick with it. I just remember thinking, oh God, what are you doing? When a couple of things he did at the back. O'Reilly, yes, Simon said got involved in everything as he pushed up the pitch, produced the assist for Haaland's second. Terrific. Yeah, said Simon. Yeah, I thought he was very good. He's given him an 8. I'd give him a 7.5. I thought it was a good game. He goes about his business with not a little fuss. He connects well with the guys on his side of the pitch as well. Some nice assists. Tested once or twice. Not perfect when asked to defend, but hey, he's a midfielder doing a defender's job, isn't he? So he's certainly no worse than some of the other guys we've had back there doing it. So yeah, I'll give him a 7.5. He had 1 assist, 1 clearance, 1 interception, 6 tackles, was dribble past once. He won 7 out of 11 ground duels, which is pretty good. He lost possession just 7 times, 1 foul, was fouled once. Touches 98 with a 97% accuracy, that's 68 out of 70. 2 key passes, 1 accurate cross, 1 accurate long ball, 1 shot on target, and 1 dribble attempt, which he failed miserably at, but never mind. No, good game for O'Reilly. Rodri, Simon said didn't look as commanding as he usually does and was booked for being forced to stop a counter. Yes, that was a bit Fernandinho-esque, but obviously not getting away with it. Simon's giving him a 6. I thought he started okay, then I thought it was a little bit in and out. I think as the game wore on into the second half, he looks a bit more exposed. I was surprised he started. I thought Pep might take a chance against Monaco, but he was able to bring him off at 60 minutes. So as long as he's fit and okay, it worked. If it means he can't play against Brentford, then I will worry a little bit. So I'll give him a 6 as well. He had 104 touches, 91 out of 96 of his passes were accurate, 95%, 1 key pass, 2 accurate long balls, 1 shot off target, 2 out of 6 ground duels won. He won 1 of his 2 aerial duels. He lost possession 8 times, was fouled once, he was fouled twice, he fouled once, which was the one we got booked for. 1 interception, was dribble past once. On to Reinders, Simon said, has divided opinions since the opening day, and this was mixed, but more good than otherwise from the shot-happy star. Yeah, 7, yeah, that first blast was shocking, but he did improve, didn't he? I think he's still trying to pull the strings, always involved as much as he can be, which is, and he's never shy. He wants the ball all the time and will no doubt improve. He's new, isn't he? Of course he is. There's 1 crap effort, one good strike as well that was close, and the one that hit the bar, another inch lower, and it goes in the net. So yeah, Simon's giving me a 7. I've given him a 6.5. He had 100 touches, 93% pass accuracy, 81 out of 87, 3 key passes, 1 accurate cross out of 2. He had 2 accurate long balls out of 2, shots on target 1, shots off target 4, hit a 4, I don't remember 4, I remember a couple, but yeah, he likes to have a go. Hit the woodwork once, of course. He won 1 out of 4 ground duels, lost possession 9 times, 2 fouls, was fouled once, and was dribbled past once. On to a guy who I thought had another pretty good game, actually, Foden. Simon said kept up his running stats and nearly linked up brilliantly with Haaland in the final third on more than one occasion. Give him a 7. I think he deserves a 7.5. So the first time today I've given more than Simon. I thought it was excellent, puts a lot of graft in, central to most good things that happen with City. There's one lovely turn he did. He just didn't quite take the ball with him, and I think it was in the first half. It was unlucky, and that strike against the bar again, like Reinders before, another inch lower, and it's in the net, in off the bar. But yeah, I think I had it between him and Haaland for City's player of the match, in fairness. I'll give him a 7.5. Simon give him a 7. Stats not necessarily back up the good game though. Let's have a quick look. Touches 97, 89% pass accuracy, 68 out of 76, 2 key passes, no accurate crosses out of 3. 2 out of 2 long balls were accurate. 1 shot off target, 1 shot blocked. Dribble attempt successful, none out of 1. He hit the woodwork. Ground duels, he won just 3 out of 9. Possession lost 16 times. 2 fouls, was fouled once. Interceptions 2. 2 total tackles, and was dribbled past once. So yeah, that's not bad, but they don't sort of back up the sort of game I thought he had. On to Bernardo, who's stuck out on the right again. Well, he's like Pep's answer to Grealish, isn't he? But on the right, you know, where Grealish was expected just to keep the ball, keep circulating it, and Pep's doing that with Bernardo Silva. Simon said he kept his width on the right for most of the game, but wasn't able to carry an attacking threat. He just wasn't. That's a problem. I mean, keep, circulate, move it around, instructions as per Pep. But again, on the right-hand side, we lack lack any sort of attacking positivity, directness. I think not his fault. I think he did the job he was supposed to do. We can't expect him to go flying down that wing. Of course we can't. But nothing quite came off in an attacking sense. But I thought he played very well yesterday, actually, within one of his better games of recently. I'll give him a 6.5. Simon just give him a 6. He had 70 touches, 89% pass accuracy, 49 out of 55, 1 key pass, 1 accurate cross out of 3, 1 shot on target, 1 shot blocked, dribble attempts, none out of 1 was successful. He won just 1 out of 5 ground duels. He didn't win his only aerial duel. He lost possession 12 times, was fouled once, clearances 1, total tackles 1, dribble pass 3 times, and he committed 3 fouls. So yeah, I think that sort of backs up that rating, but I think 6.5 is fair, because I think he did have quite a good game. On to the guy who's a bit disappointed probably with himself, as we are. A few sighters, of course, for Doku, said Simon early on, but he never really got into the game like he has in recent matches, so he's given him a 6. Yeah, I was almost giving him a 5.5, but I've given him a 6 as well. I thought it was a typical Doku non-performance. Never really looked like beating his man at times. Or M.E.N, of course, he doubled up on him, triple teamed him sometimes. And we do get these games from Doku where he's not quite as effective, and then Pep takes him out of the firing line and he comes back and he's fine again. So I do expect him to start against Brentford though, so he'll have to sort of hit the pitch running on that one. Yeah, so I give him a 6 as well. He had 36 touches with a 95% pass accuracy. That's fine. 21 out of 22. 1 key pass. He had one cross inaccurate. He had 1 accurate long ball. Dribble attempts 3 out of 4 were successful. Ground duels won 5 out of 8, so it's not too bad. Lost possession just 8 times, which is okay for a winger. Was fouled once, offside once, and total tackles once. Yeah, so it wasn't. Yeah, that's why I sort of pumped it up from 5.5, because it wasn't that bad actually stat wise. So I'll give him a steady 6. On to probably just Ed's man of the match for me from Phil Foden. Haaland. Simon said 2 goals in 7 touches in the first half and nearly another hat-trick late on. Yes, it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while since he's had a hat-trick. Simon's given him an 8. You can't doubt his effort. I think he's a bit pissed off yesterday that we didn't get the 3 points. He put so much effort in, even though he didn't have total command of the ball, of course. But I think he probably looks around and wants 1 or 2 others to step up as well, and a little bit frustrated, and I wouldn't blame him. But say two woodwork strikes from other players, and it would have been a lot different if they'd have gone in, of course. All would be happy. But I think Haaland himself, Simon gave him an 8, I give him an 8 as well. He had 3 shots on target, just 1 shot off target. He missed 1 big chance, which on another day you might expect him to put that in, I suppose. 17 touches, 6 out of 10 pass accuracy, only 10 passes, of which he was correct on 60%. 1 ground duel, which he lost. 2 aerial duels, he won out of 2. Yeah, superb header, fantastic header for the goal. Possession lost 5 times, so he didn't touch the ball that much though. Offside once, he made 1 clearance, was dribble pass once. So I'm fine with that score on Haaland. On to the substitutes, Gonzalez for Rodri on 61 minutes. An important headed block late on in the box, and unfortunate for the penalty. So I'm giving him a 6. It was unfortunate, but whether you win the ball or you don't win the ball, when your foot's that high in European football, even in the Premier League, it's debatable. And once he was sent over to VAR, the ref's only going to go one way on that, isn't it? But it was instinctive, but his foot was high. I think I've seen him give him, not give him, but I think in Europe they're going to be given all day long, even though he made contact. Because it is generally, even though I thought Eric Dyer was a shit house, so he didn't even touch the mad ass. I thought his foot was a little bit high. But he did, as Simon said there, bravely head one, a late strike with Donnarumma was diving across to try and save it, and he sort of got his head in the way, so all credit to him. So I was actually almost at a 6.5, but I stuck with a 6, as I said. I'm not going to particularly blame him for his foot being high. A lot of people aren't saying it was wrong, but you just can't do that. You just can't do it. A little bit naive. If he hadn't done it, would have Dyer have got the header and scored? Who knows? We don't know, do we? But anyway. 65 touches, that's not bad for it was only on for half an hour. 93% pass accuracy, 51 of 55. 1 key pass, 1 shot off target, 1 shot blocks. He won 2 out of 6 ground duels, he won 2 out of 3 aerial duels, lost possession just 6 times and fouls 3, blocked shots 1, total tackles 2. He was dribbled past once and he committed, obviously, let the penalty committed 1. So yeah, it's okay. As I say, without that, it would have been a 6.5 or even a 7 perhaps for me. I thought he acquitted himself quite well. Savinho for Doku on 61. Simon said he linked up well with Haaland. Give him a 7. I think that's very kind. He got booked. I have no idea. Dissent, wasn't it? I think. Not sure why he had to do that. Stats say he did okay actually when we look at him in a second, but for me, he certainly didn't do any worse than Doku, but I can't give him a 7. I've just given him a standard 6. He had 1 successful dribble attempt, 18 touches, 13 out of 13 passes were accurate, 1 key pass, he won 3 out of 5 ground duels, 1 fouls, he committed 1, he was fouled twice and dribbled past 1. So yeah, probably been a bit mean, but he was only on for half an hour, so I'll stick with my 6 anyway. Nunes for Stones on 73, wasn't on long enough for me to give him a mark. But Simon said a long old wait to come on didn't unsettle him. He just gave him a 6, which is fair enough. He had 23 touches, 17 out of 18 passes were accurate, 94%. He won his only ground duel, he won his only aerial duel, he lost possession twice for 2 clearances and 1 total tackle. There you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. As I say, any lag in the audio, my apologies. As I said, it's internet connection here isn't fantastic. Hope you enjoyed it anyway, and join me again tomorrow. I'm recording this, of course, on Thursday, so join me tomorrow for the story of the game. We'll have a look back in more detail at the game itself, so join me for that. Let me know your ratings, guys. Let me know any big differences. I say I'm usually quite mean, but a couple of those I was higher than Simon, so I'm always happy if that happens. So let me know your man of the match, etc., etc. Please, guys, if you push those buttons, you want to just contact me through YouTube or through my various socials, you can. Or if you say there are, always after people to help with the channel, sponsor the channel, etc. And to find out how you can do this, just keep watching and listening. Thanks for that, guys. Hope you enjoyed the feature anyway, and please, if you can, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, that'd be wonderful. And if you're not already a subscriber, it'd be great if you could subscribe. It's absolutely free. Also, check out all my social media links. Will be in the description and comments below if you want to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook. We can chat on there and do all things City, of course. Also, if you're into film and TV, don't forget a lot of this channel is film and TV stuff. I love me film and TV like I do City, so if you're into that, have a look. Or if you know someone who might not be that bothered about the football but likes film and TV, give them a kick in my direction. I'll be very grateful. And special thanks as ever to supporters of the channel, M.E.N. They've got a little eBay shop selling film and TV memorabilia mainly, including books, magazines, posters, lots of posters, and they do have some City stuff as well that they've purloined off me over time, so there'll be a few bits and pieces, probably more going on as well, so have a look at M.E.N. on eBay. And yes, if you do go onto eBay, and if you're a member, we do have memberships, 99p a month. You get early access to all my vlogs, so as soon as I do them, you get them. Sometimes it could be months before they're published generally, so a lot of the history stuff, so you have access. The membership gives you access to that. It gives you 10% extra off at M.E.N. if you want to buy any of that memorabilia, so that you can actually gain that from being a member and support the channel. That's a great way of supporting the channel, of course, like watching the ads on the original thing that you've seen now, my original feature. That'd be fantastic. So yeah, also, before we go, podcasts. If you like your podcasts, I do a podcast with Mike Long in South Korea. It's called Bolt from the Blue, in our 8th season. Yeah, we've had some good fun on there. We're trying to have a bit of humour, generally look at City's games as and when we play them, have a look back. So please check out that. It's on Soundcloud, Spotify, all good places you get your podcasts from. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed everything about this feature, and you didn't mind me asking you about this at the end. And please, all I ever ask for you is to stay safe, everyone, especially you Blues.